Are we recording a new one now? We are. Alright, so, as I said, we're gonna pick up where we left off. These two are still horribly fucked. We're gonna fly around the map as quick as we can. Bat can fly over most obstacles, can't fly over walls and shit, like, can't fly over that. But everything else is perfectly normal. It's like, oh look, there's a pallet there, oh no, just fly over it, right? So, keep that in mind. If there wasn't like a vault location here, which I don't think there is, yeah. So we can leave this here. So if we're trying to get to this generator in a hurry, we can teleport here, hit the wolf form, and if they're on that gen, they're going to scatter. They're going to leave scent orbs and a generator wide open for kicking. Oh, look, there's a scent orb, what I tell you. Yeah, here he goes. He's thinking cautiously about what he wants to do. Yeah, see, I hit the tall side of the rock. But we can leave this pallet here because it creates a teleportation spot directly beside that generator. So if, like, her other friend, if Laura was there right now trying to get that one done, she'd be fucked. Yeah, you're not gonna fucking outmaneuver this one. See what I tell ya? Yeah, vaulted, absolutely. Go for it. Yeah, run, man, run. Yeah, run. Yeah, run. You can vault it. Oh, no. Oh, God. Chomp. At the going. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Here, you just relax here by your generator, okay? I'll even break that pallet for you. Laura! Here she is. She's nearby. But she already started on this one, so we know she ain't far. Ooh, something else I like to do? Bat farm? Teleport upstairs. Oh, yeah, she picked him up. Oh, hey. Here. Something else I like to do is just go to a high ground place, especially on this map, and just watch for people. Like, we know she's picking him up and healing him right there, but still. See if we can get close. Will we see the... Oh! Oh, Laura! Hi. Gotcha! So here's the kicker, if you really, if you're the kind of desperate psychopath that needs the 4K, you can just, like, injure him now, and then we can, like, punch her ass down, because she's moaning in pain. Again, wolf form will come in handy. Just look for scent orbs. Oh, there she goes! Know your map well enough to know that you can creep out this way over the roof. Oh, she's underneath you now. Hi. Does she have a fucking thing? She couldn't tell where I was because the terror radius. She could hear the terror radius, but she had no fucking clue. So I'm gonna kill this one here. Oh, see, Leon healed himself. But he's still working on the gen. Now he's gonna get moving.
Don't be
There he goes.
dramatic.
He's like going off on the side. Again, wolf form. There he goes. Rough, rough, rough. Rough, I tell you, rough. Rough. Chomp. Don't go for the window. Oh, fool. As you can see, game over. Smash. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of that one. Look at that score, 161. Of course, we were all burning freaking offerings for points, so that's why that got so high. But still, decent amount of change for the night, for a night's work, right? Okay, so just to give a quick recap of everything, yeah, use your Use all of your shape shifting to your advantage. Constantly be swapping so they don't know what to expect. 1 second you're the wolf and you're sniffing them out. Maybe you see the centaurs in the distance and you see a vault location as the bat. Or sorry, you see the centaur in the distance. You shift to the bat. Now you can see that they have a drop pallet there. Hit the button, teleport to the pallet. Now you're on the person that's over there. You know, keep shifting, master your abilities, figure out what works for you. This is the build I recommend because it's the one I use. And as you can see how I was playing, it worked for me. If you have a different build that you think would work incredibly well for him, knock yourself out of the park and go for it. These are the add-ons and offerings I use because, like I said, this is one of the cheapest ones. It's a brown offering, and you look at the value we got out of it, seeing those centaurs in the distance as often as we did. Lapis Lazuli, again, this one's more expensive and more rare, but definitely worth it because, again, when you vault to that window in the Killer Shack, you've immediately cut half of their ability to run that Killer Shack. Even if they haven't dropped the pallet yet, you can still, theoretically, if you're on their ass and not close enough to hit, charge up your firepower and throw it through the pallet as they drop it. You'll nuke them. You could also do what I did in that other match with Nancy, where she was looping around the Killer Shack. I waited at the Killer Shack window, threw the fireball, and she ran in the door where the pallet was, and it took her out. The very end of the fire pillars took her out. So he has the range to do all kinds of counters to people at the Killer Shack, which is incredibly useful for a killer, especially when everybody likes to think that they're safe at the Killer Shack. Prove to them that they're not. But yeah, that's the quick 101 rundown for Dracula that I would recommend, and how I've found a lot of success using him. He's a lot of fun to play as, especially once you really get the hang of it. Like the shifting back and forth between forms can get kind of irritating at first, but once you've got that down pat, and once you've got kind of a really good idea, throwing the fire pillars out and sort of seeing the angles that they will go through obstacles and over. Like when I fired between that rock and that tall bush, I fired that little gap through the middle and I roasted him. So it just goes to show, right? Don't be afraid to take shots, whether you're not sure they'll make it or not. Just take the shots, because you never know if you'll land it or not until you take the frickin' shot, right? It's a great way to get ahead of people if you're outrunning them. If they're going to make it to a vault location before you, shift to the bat, hit your button, teleport yourself to that window, pop out as the wolf. Actually, one very important thing that I never told you. When you teleport towards a location, when you come out of the teleport at the location, you will be facing the direction that you're facing while you're doing the teleport. So you may have noticed, if you go back and watch, when I teleport to the upstairs window, I turn the camera so I'm facing into the room. So that way when I come through and finish the teleport, I'm going into the room as opposed to out the window and falling off the side of the house. So keep that in mind as well. If you're teleporting somewhere, you need to flip that camera in the direction you want to be facing when you come out of it. Like if the person is going to be in the Killer Shack, make sure your camera is facing into the Killer Shack when the teleport finishes, when the bat teleport finishes. Otherwise you'll be facing out the window. Listen for them so that if you're hitting the vault location, if you hear the person vault it, then you know you need to spin that camera in the opposite direction. And or at the very least, when you pop out, you'll still be in bat form. As soon as my teleport finishes, I immediately hit wolf. But you will stay in bat form if you just don't hit any buttons. So if you come to that window teleport and you hear them vault, you know to chase them in that direction because they cannot retreat back through it. Yeah. Those are just the pointers. Like I said, rewatch the gameplay, rewatch the techniques and all the sneaky shots and things that I did. Don't expect to necessarily be able to pull those off. I mean, even I'm pretty surprised that firing between that rock and that bush hit Leon through the center. But like I said, unless you try taking the shot, you'll never know if you'll land it or not. Try taking it once, and if you know it doesn't work, then you know not to do it the next time. But yeah, that's that. And I hope this helped. Have a good one, and I'll